Well, props to those riders. A lot of rain out there today they probably had to deal with. The good news is as you go into your Sunday, we're going to be a little bit drier. So you can see only 3/100ths of an inch officially at the airport, but some locations had a very wet day, multiple inches of rain. You only got to 88, so that rain-cooled air kept us below average for this time of the year. You can see some of that precipitation still working across the Midlands, starting to move into the eastern counties like Sumter, eventually Clarendon County and eastern Orangeburg County. You'll see some light rain, but this is generally weakening as it does move off towards the coast. So you can see tomorrow morning we start off dry, temperatures mild, middle to upper 70s I think for a lot of us to start off the day. And the good news is I think your morning will be dry. So working through the overnight period, you can see mostly cloudy skies I think for a lot of us as you go into your Sunday. Our winds will be out of the west and we'll warm up into I think the middle 90s. A lot of us really rebounding in those temperatures with more sunshine in the picture. You can see around 3 to 4 p.m. though a couple isolated scattered storms as you go into the afternoon. Those of us that see the rain will see some relief from the heat, and those of us that don't will unfortunately be feeling that heat until we see sunset a little bit later on in the day. We say mild though as you go into your Monday morning. So tomorrow afternoon, more of a typical summer forecast. We're looking at mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies with temperatures getting into the 90s in the afternoon with some of that rain moving through, but not a lot of us seeing precipitation. And that's going to be the trend as you go into the beginning of this next work week with a cold front moving through and high pressure starting to build in. We're going to look at drier conditions. I think Tuesday and Wednesday we stay dry as well as your Monday. I think for the most part should be dry, but those temperatures are really going to start to build as we see this high building in the Gulf of Mexico. And let's talk about the reasoning behind this. It's really the upper level of the atmosphere that's controlling this. You have this large ridge out west where they're seeing triple digit heat temperatures in the 110s and even 120s. It's going to start to build out towards the east. You can see some of this darker red starting to fill in as this feature moves out towards the east, towards the middle of the week. And that means our temperatures are going to rise. The good news is this large trough, this dip right here starts to build back in towards next weekend, which means our temperatures fall once again with some more rain chances as you get towards the end of the forecast period. So some short-lived heat, thankfully. Taking a look at subtropical storm Don, it's actually expected to weaken over the coming days and potentially regaining its name as you go towards the middle of next week. But the good news is not an issue for us here in the U.S. So 7-day forecast going forward, 74, or I should say 94 degrees, 74 would be a lot nicer as we go onto your Sunday with a 30% chance of isolated storms. We're at 94 on your Monday as well, and then that heat really starts to build in. 97 degrees on your Tuesday into the upper 90s, 98 and 99 as you head Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday before some of that cooler weather, if you want to call it that, moves in.